Chat, what's good?
Welcome back. This is the Nerd Bros Podcast, episode 10.
Episode 10 is just... I think I'm still in a little bit of disbelief is like... Just because, like... It took us so long to actually finally just do it. And now we're 10 episodes in. Like, that is crazy to me, bro.
Reminds me of that Shia LaBeouf video. Just do it.
Yeah. Also, too, I kind of want to throw this out there really quick. When we started the podcast chat, I don't believe I even had 600 subs yet. We're at 715. So, you weren't even at a K yet, were you?
Nope, now we're at 13.
Bro, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. The constant progress is just, it's a beautiful sight, bro.
Absolutely. Well, before we get into things, we're going to pray. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you so much for this day and for the opportunities that you have blessed Trey and I with. Father, we praise you for each and everything and moment that we experienced today. We praise you for the people who are going to listen tonight, for the people who are listening now after the fact. And we just pray, Lord, that you'll help us to just reflect you in everything that we say, think, and do, Lord. I know that there's people who have differing opinions than Trey and I do. There's people who like to get under our skin at times. There's people who do stuff just to make people mad in the world. And we pray that you'll help us to not react emotionally to things like that, but to just be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to wrath, as you tell us in James 1:19. Lord, I pray tonight you bless this podcast. Help us to just have fun. Help us to just be that escape for people tonight. And most importantly, I pray that people can see your character through us, Jesus. Pray you'll bless this time we spend together. And just pray you'll be with us the rest of this evening. In your name we pray.
Amen. Whenever he's doing that, chat, so I've kind of learned something. When you're speaking sometimes, if I make any sort of noise, your audio cuts out. So when you pray, I turn off my mic.
Oh, gotcha.
Like for that very reason, because I don't want a little bit of your audio to get cut out. That's the one thing that kind of sucks for clips, is I feel like sometimes your audio cuts out and I'm like, oh, that was a good clip for Ev. You know?
It's cool. What up, Taya?
Yeah. I'm trying to finally get chat pulled up, man. You know what, bro? I might actually keep that thumbnail. That's actually... I'm kind of vibing with it, bro.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Kind of very we're at 7:16. Kind of very unorthodox tonight, chat. I kind of I didn't get to... had a little bit of a angry problem the last hour, so I didn't really get everything done I wanted to get done, but
got a couple shorts posted today. I had one was a DC update, but it was everything that Matt Reeves just told us about the Batman Part 2. And then I had another one. It was a simple just question. It was more of who should be the villain of the next Fantastic Four movie.
Ooh, really?
Then we got this promoted for tonight. It's been a busy day.
Whoa.
My goodness, this has been a busy day.
The audio sounded really weird there for a sec, but I think it's all right now. Say something.
What up?
Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
You're good. I don't know what it was.
Yeah. But probably give it another minute, and then we'll get into things. How's everybody's day?
I kind of got to jot some stuff down real quick anyway. It's all right. Chat, how y'all? What do y'all think about the way I moved the mic now? Now it's like right here. I'm here. You know what I mean? How's the audio sound? Sound all right?
I think you sound pretty good. Maybe you have 4 in here.
Not too much like kind of stuff?
No, I think it sounds good.
Mystery segment. I'm kind of excited for that.
See, now, the only thing I'll say about the mystery segment, it's not my original idea. I've seen this done before, so the concept is not mine, but it's still going to be fun.
That's all right.
To be fair, though, I think any question that you and I have asked for a mystery segment before has been asked in some capacity, so...
Probably, yeah. I would probably venture to agree with that.
But yeah, tonight, chat, got the couple of normal segments like usual. We still got news and rumors. We have our final round of the DC Rivals draft tonight. We got mystery segment. We got a couple special things planned. The main segment for later on is specifically planned because this is our 10th episode as a podcast.
10th episode as a podcast, chat.
And if you saw Trey's thumbnail, it gives a hint about a big segment that he's going to be doing tonight. It's a very important segment.
I've been really considering making a making a long form video about it because, dude, there's so much to unravel there. It is so unbelievable the way they've been handling that whole section.
Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and get started with some news and rumors. So, first up on the slate, we have now gotten our very potential first look at Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom in the MCU.
Crazy.
I'm not going to lie, when I saw it the other day, because we had the light show come out, which the light show, it showed off a lot of different things. It showed Doom specifically using magic, which now that we've gotten the official first plot synopsis for Doomsday, it confirms that he will actually use magic in this movie. So that's huge because we haven't gotten anything like that in the past for a live action Doom. So he's using magic. He also there's a spot in the show where Doom is seen ripping out Thanos' spine, like in the comic panel.
Wait, what?
Yeah, bro. They show that in the light show. Doom is holding up a spine.
I didn't know they showed that in the light show.
And as of today, it is rumored that Robert Downey Jr. and Josh Brolin are filming that scene.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that is sick, dude.
Will we see that in Doomsday or Secret Wars? Don't know. But, yeah. So, that was where we saw a lot at first. But then we got the kind of picture. Now, this picture that we got, this is like the Walt Disney merchandise headquarters and stuff in Beijing. And they have these placeholder images all the time. Because they have Spider-Man, they have the Mando and Grogu and stuff like that for all their characters. But then they just added the one of Doom. And the Spider-Man one is not 100% identical, but it's pretty close to what the actual suit is now. So I have a feeling that this is going to be pretty close to what Doom's costume looks like.
Yeah, and honestly, I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, it kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, it looks rather similar to the post-credit scene. I mean, I know we didn't get to see his entire suit, but if I'm correct, everything else seems rather close, I think.
Yeah, I think the cloak was spot on. I've seen people kind of posting Easter eggs about it. They're zooming in. Somebody DM'd me on TikTok and was like, "Look at this!" And it's a close up, one of the sigils on his armor. It's a bit of a stretch. Somebody said that you could see Thor's hammer, and on another one you could see Captain Marvel's logo. So it kind of hints that maybe in a different multiverse, he's defeated Thor and Captain Marvel. I don't know if that's true. I from the details that I saw, it was hard to picture that, but possibly.
Fair enough. I mean, it's still kind of sick, bro. Look, I've given a little bit of my thoughts on that movie. The closer we get, the more excited I am, just because it's Avengers. I mean, it's kind of hard to not be excited for an Avengers film. especially one that they need to be good enough to break $2 billion at the box office. They got to be throwing all their marbles in here, bro. Like, they really got to be taking swings, bro.
I did see that their initial shoots for this movie are supposed to be wrapping up this week.
Nice.
So the movie's going to be technically initially done filming this week until they do reshoots.
When's Secret Wars supposed to come out? Do you remember?
December of 27.
Okay, so they're probably going to be done writing it in November of 27. Okay. That was definitely a shot, but that's all right.
Oh.
Crazy,
to be honest,
dude. I don't get it.
Part of me almost feels like they're filming this back-to-back, like they did with Endgame and Infinity War.
Didn't they do that with Lord of the Rings, too?
I'm not 100% on that. That's more of a Cam question.
They filmed... How many of those are there? 3?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they filmed all of them together. And then just broke it into 3. That's a lot, dude.
I did see, as well... Oh, lost my train of thought. I'll let you know if it comes back. Shoot.
Yeah. You good with your thoughts there?
I believe so.
Okay. He froze, chat. Y'all see that? All right, he's good. All right, so Ahsoka Season 2 will reportedly feature new characters called the Bog Sisters. Now, from what I've gathered, and I've actually seen a few leaked images, they definitely seem to me like they're part of the Night Sisters, which is pretty much just some crazy Dathomir witches. Is the best I could explain for people that don't really follow Star Wars that much. Now, from the pictures I saw, dude, they look insane. They look crazy, dude. And so, kind of what I'm thinking, it's hard, dude, is like, we have so many thoughts and so many different things that we want with Ahsoka Season 2 that I don't know what all is true. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of feels like so much going into... Kind of similar to Spider-Man. Like, we're hearing, oh, this guy's in it, this guy's in it, this person's in it, blah, 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 blah. That's kind of how I feel with this.
Yeah. So,
I mean, we got all of these crazy characters supposed to be coming back, and now they're throwing new stuff on top of it. I don't know.
I don't know if you saw this. I saw this today. Did you see? I don't know if this was real news about a casting or if this is a rumored casting, but they're talking about somebody being casted for the father.
Mm-hmm. I think that's real. Here's my... I was thinking about making a video about that, by the way, too. Here's my thing. If it is true, I'm kind of like, it puts a lot of our fan theories about Anakin becoming the father. It kind of makes those seem obsolete at this point. However, man, I don't know what they do with it.
Not necessarily. They could totally have becoming it. Yeah. From the past, and he becomes the father.
Ooh, maybe they do. Maybe they do like some crazy like flashbacks, Clone Wars flashbacks of Mortis arc. Dude, that could pop.
Maybe that's why Ewan's coming back as Obi.
Dude, chat.
Clone Wars, and he's studying the Clone Wars right now.
Chat, I have something to say. Oh, he is studying the Clone Wars. Wait, didn't I mention the Mortis arc? I did, didn't I? In one of our previous pods. So, man, listen, chat. I got something to say. I don't care what your opinions were on season 1 of Ahsoka. I don't care what your opinions are on Ahsoka. I don't care what your opinions are on Dave Filoni. I'm going to say this right here because it's the truth. Ahsoka season 2 is going to be peak. Incredible peak Star Wars. Every single person is going to love it. If you don't, you're crazy. That's really what I got to say, bro. There's no possible way, if everything that we've been seeing about Ahsoka Season 2 happens, there's no way you don't like it. There's no way. Especially the setup for the future with like Dave's Heir to the Empire stuff. I'm also going to make a video about that because I'm kind of... There's no... All of the confirmed stuff that's happening, movies, shows, etc., Dave's movie isn't in there. So I'm a little... I want to know why.
You read that comment?
What comment? Wait, I don't get it.
The last one? HD said he's not going to love Ahsoka.
Man, listen. In that case, Tombstone sucks. I'm just kidding. I actually enjoyed Tombstone. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
I look stoned?
Evan, wait. I think he's saying I look stoned.
I look stoned or Trey looks stoned? We got 7 in this chat.
What up, chat?
Do I look stoned or does Trey look stoned? You can't see my eyes? Oh, because the blind? Yeah. Honestly, here, hold up. Let me take these off. Oh.
Like a librarian, bro. Appreciate that, Taya.
Oh. Okay. At first I thought HD was just quote baiting. All right. So, your thoughts good on that one?
I would say that I've said most of my piece, yeah. I probably have a lot more to talk about, but I'd have to really like get them jotted down, you know?
Right.
I'm excited about this next piece though.
So, up next on the news and rumors. This has sparked some controversy, especially with James Gunn. There has been a Robert Pattinson Batman logo spotted on the set of Clayface. James Gunn's claiming that it's not real. It didn't go by his desk, like all this other stuff. But I think somebody may have had a slip up and accidentally posted it.
Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to get out. I think that's the place that we're going to find out. Like, that's the moment that we're going to find out that he's a part of the DCU. And by him, I mean Pattinson. So, well, I mean, if that's the case. If not, like, if it's a total mess up, that's fine, right? I mean, it happens. Like, somebody just got the sticker and threw it there. I don't see it that way because it looks pretty weathered, if you ask me. So, it seems like that sticker's meant to be there, dude. It really does.
You and I are big on the Pattinson's going to be in the DCU train. And I feel like every week, every podcast that we do this, it just feels like we have more and more evidence and more things. It's like, oh, yeah, he's going to be a part of it.
Oh, 100%.
Now, granted, we are looking for that stuff.
Yeah.
It very much could be they're just messing with us and he's not. But I don't know.
I just don't see why. And that's the thing, too. I don't really see anybody just trying to spark something and putting that sticker there. It just doesn't make any sense why they would do that for no reason.
Yeah, but we also have, like with the Morbius trailer, we had like Tobey Maguire's poster being shown behind Morbius, and we had several different hints like, oh, we're in Andrew Garfield's world, so we didn't know if there was going to be a Spider-Man in there or not. So Sony was messing with us the entire time, making us think that one of the Spider-Man was going to show up.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't really think it makes much sense.
But yeah, no, I'm still on the train that I think he's going to be in it regardless.
Yeah. One of them nights, chat. Oh no, what's that for?
All right. Whew. All right, my brother. I think we're good for that last news spot.
All right. So here's the thing, chat. Whoa, I just realized I misspelled it in my notes. That's crazy. So Andor. Now, I've been outspoken about Andor. I've stated on the podcast about how I think season 1 was kind of okay. I think, what did I give it, Ev? 7.5? 8?
That sounds about right.
Somewhere in there. And then, like, the first 5 episodes of season 2, I did not enjoy. Back half of season 2, I loved, right? It was incredible. Andor has won an Emmy for Best Writing in a Drama Series. Now, again, as somebody who didn't love the first pretty much half of season 2, it absolutely deserves that Emmy. There is no question in my mind that the writing in season 2 of that show, actually, is it show as a whole? I don't know. Now that
I think so. It was for writing in a drama series, so I'm assuming show.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I if it is the show as a whole, I really feel like it 100% deserved it. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I haven't even finished season 2, but from the first episode and just like how the first season was written, yeah, bro, I think it deserves it.
Yeah.
I do need to catch up on it. That was just... It's one of the shows that has not been high on my priority list.
Yeah. Dude, I have so many shows at this point that I need to watch that it's so bad, bro. Like, it's ridiculously bad.
Yeah, I forget. Like, recently... Because I finished Stranger Things recently. I've kind of been in... I've been in the mindset, like, I might start watching The Flash. Because I've never seen The Flash. Or I might watch Arrow. Kind of like something along those lines.
Yeah. Where are we at in time-wise?
We're doing pretty good. Honestly, I might throw in one more segment real quick. It's short.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got some pretty cool news. Basically, somebody made a post recently and it said, should Vincent D'Onofrio play Swamp Thing in the DCU? And Vincent D'Onofrio himself tweeted back and was like, yes, he should. He wants to be in the DCU playing Swamp Thing, as well as playing Kingpin in the MCU. And if that happens, he won't be the only character who's switching back and forth between the DCU and the MCU. I know Chris Pratt's going to. Don't know what Chris Pratt's going to do in the DCU yet, but that'd be 2. I think Bradley Cooper, because he's not done playing Rocket yet, and he just played Jarrell. So there's several.
Yeah, fair enough.
Same with Palm Clemente, who plays Mantis. She was just in the DCU as well. I think she was one of the voices of the robots in the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah. Bro, I'm going to be honest. I'm excited for the next one.
Oh, I know.
And you know what's crazy? I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't have anything written down. And I've got plenty to say. So whenever you're ready, we can roll it.
I'm going to make you wait one more second. Everybody, go check out the Marvel Zombies Season 2. Sorry, not Season 2. The Marvel Zombies Trailer 2 trailer. Watch it. Because it's coming out next week. There's probably going to be another trailer this week.
No.
Watch the show.
No. Go check out Evan's reaction, chat, okay? Evan's
you can do that as well.
No, do that first. There is no as well. That's the main priority here, chat. We're trying to get my boy to 1 million views on that, all right?
Dude, we're about to hit 2,000. It just keeps going up. I think it's got like 30 hours of watch time, and it's only a 4-minute video.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, dude. I'm going to be honest. That's dope.
Now it is your time to shine, buddy.
All right, chat. So this whole next segment, we're going to be talking about the state of Star Wars games. Again, like I said, I didn't have a ton written down, so I might have to pause a couple seconds and kind of gather some thoughts. But there is so much to say about this that it's going to be so hard to fit this inside of a 20 to 30 minute segment. And also, Evan, just jump in whenever you feel like, because there's plenty for you to say as well. I'm quite sure. So, first things first, I'm going to bring up the fact that the Knights of the Old Republic. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, just because it was, I didn't even realize this. This was not planned at all. Knights of the Old Republic, chat. Okay. They announced a remake, and it's been 4 years ago. We've gotten absolutely nothing. I cannot believe it's been 4 years since we got that announcement. First of all, like, that's just crazy how fast time is flying. But second of all, to get that announcement and be sitting here for 4 years and not know anything, nothing. All they have said is it's still in active development. Bro, what are we doing? We haven't even gotten a trailer. Which brings me to my next thought. If you got anything to add, go ahead.
Keep going.
So, I'm mad that we haven't gotten a trailer, right? So I bring that up. But then I realize, what do trailers matter at this point? We got Star Wars Eclipse trailer. We don't even know a thing. We don't know anything. Not a single thing. We don't know if it's still in development. We don't know anything. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. Bro, do you remember when that trailer came out?
Oh, absolutely. It was sick.
No, like, do you remember when? How long has it been?
2 years? Let me double check. I'll fact check it.
Did you say 2 years?
I feel like it's been 2 years, right?
Oh, it's been way longer. I think it was 21.
Oh, 4 years. Yeah, 21.
4 years since the Eclipse trailer. The Eclipse trailer that broke the internet. We were all so hype because that trailer was incredible. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was it was set in the High Republic. So a High Republic project was very, very hyped. And then everything happened with Quantum Dream, and here we are We don't know anything. We don't know if we're ever going to get the game. I'll probably be 40, by the time we get it. So that's in
5
itself.
years.
Huh? That in itself is crazy, chat. Especially him calling me 40 in 5 years. That's nuts.
You call me 12.
Yeah, but see, that one's accurate. Oh, man. Chat. We're like, bro, I promise you, chat. We're going to get to episode 100. That's 90 episodes away. That's crazy. We're going to get to episode 100, and chat's just going to be, like, it's just going to be known that Evan's 12, It's just going to be a known fact.
It'll be a month before Man of Tomorrow comes out when we're doing our 2-year episode.
You know how crazy that is to think about? Like, that's actually wild. Plus, we were talking about something the other day, chat, not to get too crazy off of the subject, but Superman means a lot more and is going to mean a lot more to our podcast than we ever imagined, which is crazy. So let's see. What is next? I kind of have a few thoughts about Lego Star Wars. There's some things that, I'd love for them to make a new Lego Star Wars game. But there were some things about the last one, a couple of things I kind of want to just talk about really briefly because they really don't make much sense. The game was not difficult in the slightest. With the Lego Batman game coming out, it seems like we're going to actually have a little bit more of a difficult game. And I just wish they did that with Lego Star Wars. At least the Skywalker Saga. What do you think?
I agree. We've kind of talked about it a little bit, how it'd be awesome if they did a Clone Wars Lego game, like the entirety of the Clone Wars. Not just like the game that we got, which wasn't bad, but like I'd like a full out yeah, a little bit better than that.
Yeah. So next thing I want to kind of talk about is where EA is. And honestly, Lucasfilm Games as a whole. Lucasfilm Games came back and announced that EA, of course, no longer has the exclusive rights to Star Wars video games. And we thought that there was going to be massive things come from that. So far, we've gotten Star Wars Outlaws, which was a complete flop. I didn't even play the game, bro. It didn't really look interesting to me, to be perfectly honest. I could be wrong. Some of you guys might have loved that game. That's perfectly fine. If you did, that's great. We got Star Wars Hunters, which I have way too many thoughts on Star Wars Hunters, to be quite honest with you. It's absolutely ridiculous. We got the Bit Reactor game coming out. Dude, there's just not much going on. And then, of course, we have the biggest topic in Star Wars games, and that's that we want Battlefront 3. I can't really explain how much I think Battlefront 3 would help the state of Star Wars, not just Star Wars games, but Star Wars as a whole. It's just crazy, bro. Yes, those are lightsaber lamps. Yeah. Pretty much just LED lights, but they're lightsabers, yeah.
That would have been a perfect time for a spot for your dad.
Yeah. Battlefront 3. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been, yeah.
I feel like the movement died.
I don't think it did. And the
It
reason
was pretty strong.
It was very strong. The reason I say I don't think the movement died is because the content creators that are only making Battlefront 2 content are still doing very good. So I think for that reason, I just think like the massive amounts of people on TikTok talking about it and on Twitter, that's kind of dwindled a little bit. But in terms of like just a massive build of people wanting the game, that hasn't gone anywhere. I don't even think it's close. Which brings me to Star Wars Hunters. That game got delayed, I think 3 or 4 times at least. Then we found out it's only going to be on mobile and Switch, which was a horrible decision if you ask me. Horrible decision. I don't understand it. Now, after allowing people to, I guess there could be an argument with this, but after people buying cosmetics and buying all kinds of stuff, they're shutting the game down. You cannot even play it after October. You cannot play it ever again, which I find a horrible decision. I know, I know it takes a lot for a live service game to constantly just stay up and stay running because it costs money. But man, people bought stuff in that game and you're just closing it. I don't really get it.
I'm not going to lie. I don't think that any of these games where you're buying cosmetics and you're buying stuff with real money, I don't think they're the move.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, the biggest one for that right now is Fortnite. But it works. That's always been what Fortnite is. If you're going to get like a Star Wars game, any capacity, I don't feel like they should have like the in-game option and stuff like that. Just tell a good story, make it like a massive campaign, have online where you can play multiplayer stuff like, we've done on Battlefront 2 before. But I don't really view, where it's they make all of their money from in-game purchases. I don't like that. And I don't think a lot of those games are going to be very successful.
I have a slight rebuttal. Dude, Marvel Rivals is doing fine.
Yes, but if they would have made a Star Wars version of that game, because it's basically Overwatch, if they would have made a Star Wars version of that game, it would have done well. This Hunters is not an Overwatch game. It's like Overwatch, but it's not Overwatch. Like, Marvel Rivals is basically a carbon copy.
I think Hunters in a lot of ways was, bro. But I think the biggest problem Hunters had was their character choices. They were all original characters. There was no, like Rivals is straight out for now, is straight Marvel characters. That's not the case. That was not the case for Hunters. If we would have been able to play as Darth Vader, if we would have been able to play as Obi-Wan, Anakin, Luke, Ahsoka, etc., I think it would have been fine. And also, if it would have been playable on PC, PlayStation, everything like that, which like Rivals is, in that case, I think the game would have been fine. But the decision to take it straight to, like I said, mobile and Switch only was just not the move, bro.
I honestly don't think the company itself was very good at promoting or at doing anything, to be honest.
The promotion was terrible.
If this game was made by a company that... If this game was made by somebody who actually put the time and the effort into promoting this game, they didn't delay it several times, that same exact game could have been better, just with a different management.
Mm. Yeah.
I think another reason I'm kind of like against the in-game purchase stuff. Now, I get it. There's times where you can buy a costume or something in a bigger game. I'm thinking specifically of the Batman Arkham games. We had 4 of them. And then they decided to come out with Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights is not in the Arkham universe, but it has a lot of like similar things to it. But they started doing where you could buy in-game cosmetics and you can buy emotes and all this other stuff. That game did not do anywhere near as good as the original 4.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Because think about it.
Go ahead.
Imagine if they would have done that with Jedi Fallen Order or Jedi Survivor. I think those games would have been a lot less cool, and they would not have been as successful.
Well, because they wouldn't have been as immersive.
Yeah, like it's just, oh, I'm gonna go emo and do this weird dance over here by this rock or the Jedi Temple. Like I don't like that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess in a way I get what you're saying. However, I feel like with a game in the style of Rivals or Hunters or Overwatch, it'd be fine. In a game like Battlefront, yeah, no. We wouldn't, no. I don't give... There are some emotes in Star Wars that I'm fine with, but it's like Star Wars, like actual stuff. Like actual Star Wars stuff. Because there was a few emotes, but it's nothing... Like it's a Jedi swinging their saber or something like that. It's not them doing a Fortnite dance. That, I think, is a terrible idea. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on this topic. I think it may end up being a rather short one tonight, chat, which is perfectly okay. I'm trying to think. There was something else I had in my head, and I can't. I can't remember. But that's totally okay. If you have anything else to add, go right on ahead.
We talked about that one newer game, right? The Star Wars Beyond or Destiny or something like that?
Oh, yeah, me and you did yesterday.
Yeah, that's another thing that's happening that does not look very good.
No, I don't think it looks very good. Some of their collabs that they've been doing, I don't know, man. Because they're doing one in Destiny 2. I just don't think they look good. I don't think... Like, they're putting a lot of money into collabs rather than just giving us a good game. Like, I don't really understand the point there. Now, I've seen a lot of people in Reddit and things like... Reddit and Discords and other stuff talking about Battlefront 3 and saying that game would likely cost around $500 million plus.
Whew.
And so, and also not to mention, there was a Battlefront 2 dev who came out and said each character and map take about 6 months to create, which is insane. So really think about that. If we wanted 10 maps in a Battlefront game, that's a total collective of what? 60 months for them? Dude, that is crazy, bro.
That's 5 years.
Dude. I just find it so insane that, like, how expensive and how hard it's seeming for them to make big multiplayer games nowadays. It's kind of getting crazy. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I was having this conversation with a friend last week, but we were just talking about different sizes of games. Like gaming, like 20 years ago, like you could download games for like a max of like something megabytes. It could barely take up any storage at all. Like you might have 100 gigabytes total of like so many games on your on your PC or whatever it may have been. Now, like, dude, one game can be like 250 gigs. And it's like the graphics, I understand graphics are getting better. The play styles are getting better. They are a lot more quality than they ever used to be. But what's crazy is just like how long it takes to make all this, one, how much it costs to even purchase them. And it's just like, I feel like all the bigger announcements and stuff, because we've had stuff from Marvel, we've had stuff from Star Wars that they talk about it for years, and then we don't get anything about it, especially on the gaming front.
Yeah, that's a totally valid point, HG. Storage is definitely a problem. Like, dude, a Call of Duty game being over 200 gigs and our PlayStation having 600 gigs is just, I don't get it, dude. That doesn't make any sense.
My thing is, though, say they start making systems with built-in like terabyte hard drives, that thing's gonna easily be another extra like $200.
Yeah,
but
look at the
at that point, I'd rather pay it because it's the same price as buying a hard drive, and then just so honestly, it'd almost be better.
NCAA 26 is almost 300 gigs. Oh my goodness, dude. But like, why? See, that's kind of what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. That makes zero sense why it's that high. That's crazy. Like, I don't get it, dude.
It's no wonder it takes them 5 years to develop all that stuff too, then. Because, yeah, it takes up that much space.
Yeah. Bro, I can't even imagine what GTA 6 is going to be like in terms of storage. They spent $1 billion on that game, bro.
Yeah.
They spent as much as they spent to make Avengers Doomsday.
Wow.
Just took a lot more time to do it.
Is that the most expensive video game of all time?
I'm pretty sure. What else would have spent $1 billion? It's the most expensive for now. I mean, we'll get GTA 7 when we're about 60, but
that's accurate.
Yeah. Which, honestly, I'm probably not even going to play it anyway, but it still plays into the fact of the storage and the state of gaming, the state of big multiplayer games, and the state of the expenses in these games. It doesn't make sense, dude. $1 billion is crazy.
I will say, though, on the brighter side, now this is for Marvel, though. Marvel is actually finally starting to get their stuff together for gaming. Yep. I think, from what I read, Wolverine is still planning to release next year. We're probably going to get a trailer in the next couple weeks. And I read some positive notes today about the Venom game that's going to be coming out. That will be... That right now, it's expecting to release in 2027.
That's kind of interesting. The Wolverine game should be exciting.
With the Venom game possibly coming out in 27, I think that it means that we're probably going to get the Spider-Man 3 game probably 2028.
Yeah.
That's true, HD.
Yeah, that's a very valid point, dude. Dude, it's a crazy time, chat, to be a Star Wars gaming fan. It's rough out here, chat. It's rough out here. There's still some games I want to play. Like I said, I didn't play Outlaws. But yeah, it's rough. I think the biggest thing is, for the most part, we really, really just want a big, new, immersive online Star Wars game. And I don't see anything other than Battlefront being the correct answer. What's that turn-based game that's coming out? Do you remember?
I do not.
It's like, dag nabbit, I can't remember. Hold on, I'm gonna figure it out real quick.
I do have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If they were to give us a Lego Star Wars game that was very much like the Batman game coming out, so it's Lego Star Wars though, but it's kind of like, how the new Batman game is bringing Arkham into this game. What if they brought Battlefront into the Lego game and its open world and stuff like that? Would you do that?
It's a really, really hard question.
Especially, what if that's the only possible way you will ever get a Battlefront 3 if it's Lego?
If that's the only possible scenario, then I think we would all take it. However, I think we would all call out the bullcrap in it, and being the fact that we don't actually get Battlefront 3. Man, I will say one thing that I kind of wish was in the previous Lego game, and I think you and I have had this conversation when the game came out. First of all, I wish in a lot of Lego games we could play online 2-player instead of just like in-house, you know what I mean? But on the other side of that, there should have absolutely been a place for us to play 1v1 lightsaber duels in that game. And there wasn't. That would have been sick, dude. That would have been incredible.
I agree with that.
1v1. I mean, they put so many characters in that game, dude. That would have just been awesome. And I almost feel like that's another thing I think that we really want in a Battlefront 3 is a 1v1 mode. Because you pretty much just, in Battlefront 2, you had to play 2v2 and two people had to sit there and watch. You give us 1v1 mode, bro, and like, dude, that would just be incredible. Like a best of 5 or best of 7, dude. Put Mustafar in the game, man. That's just kind of the stuff I'm talking about. It's just crazy we don't have that stuff. The game was Star Wars Zero Company, by the way. And that is the Bit Reactor game. It's a single-player tactics game. It's being made with Respawn? Interesting. That's EA, bro. I feel like they're terrified of Battlefront.
One thing about it, that game would make them so much money.
Dude. If they played their cards right off of launch, yeah.
Like, are you telling me, okay, only way you're going to get Battlefront 3 is if they start development and it takes 5 years. So say they start in 2026. If you were to get a Battlefront 3 in 2031, knowing that you are going to get it, but it's going to take 5 years, would you still take it?
Yeah.
That's fair.
The reason I absolutely say yes is because I really, truly plan on being on YouTube for a very long time. And I plan on growing a very big Star Wars channel. So I would absolutely be okay with waiting 5 years for that. 100%, bro. As long as it means we get a good Battlefront game.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
HD saying that I need to get Battlefront. I used to have it. Biggest reason I deleted it is because how much space it takes up.
Yeah. I will say, chat, I've been considering doing some Battlefront lives soon, consistently, before I can get a capture card. Because once I get a capture card, I'm going to be playing a lot of the single player games on the channel. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, man, it's a bad place for Star Wars games right now. It kind of sucks. But I will say I'm hopeful for the future. I have faith that they can figure it out. Just kind of gotta ride through the bad times, bro. Yeah, man. I don't understand what they did with that Battlefront, dude. Just to complete, because correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they have like a good portion of the game done and then trash it? I'm pretty sure.
I think that's right.
It's crazy, man. I feel like Battlefront 3 is cursed, which almost makes me say, give the Battlefront IP to a different company and restart. Third time's a charm, right? Third time's a charm. Give us Battlefront 1 and restart the IP. I kind of feel like that's the best move at this point. However, I would take... It's crazy. I've seen a lot of arguments on the internet about whether you would rather have Battlefront 3 or if you would rather have the Battlefront 2 just have live updates again. And I think I would take the updates for Battlefront 2. But I gotta say, I'd prefer Battlefront 3. A brand new one. Bro, that game has been out 8 years.
I honestly think that the best case scenario right now, especially with the state of like how like they're just probably not going to do it, would just be to update it to put in like a size of interest, all that other stuff that you were going to do, and just open it up and make it to where that's you just constantly update it. Like you don't have to do monthly updates either. You could do quarterly, like every 3 months you get something new, or even twice a year. Like, something would be cool. Something's better than nothing. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I think that that'd be a good way to just kind of, yeah, you're not getting exactly what you want, but we're going to kind of meet you in the middle.
Mm-hmm. I will say this. I've started writing a script for this video. And I'm going to kind of share a couple thoughts here. I'll be honest. I really, in my heart, feel like Battlefront 3, if they announced Battlefront 3 or a new revival of Battlefront right now, I think it could put Star Wars in a much better place as a whole. The fandom would unite like we haven't seen in years, bro. I mean, I truly think that would be incredible, dude. It'd be so good for Star Wars. I don't understand how they don't see that. Doesn't make any sense.
What is the best lightsaber, or who had the best and the best color? See,
that's tough.
I have one that's my favorite. And that's definitely Obi-Wan Kenobi's from Episode 3. That's my favorite.
That's your favorite?
Is it the best, though? I don't know. The best? Honestly, it might be Dooku's.
Dooku's is cool.
Like, hold on.
Chat, it's sick, bro. Chat, it's sick. Evan's got it, yeah.
This lightsaber is awesome.
Yeah. Dude, that thing is dusty.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I have not touched my Star Wars shelf in probably it might be a year. I need to dust that thing. But yeah, like this one.
Yeah, that's beautiful, dude.
Dooku's is awesome, bro.
Yeah, it is incredible, bro.
And like Vader's is cool, but like I don't know if we're going the best. Dooku's honestly is up there.
Dude, whether or not you like the sequels, it's hard to say Kylo's isn't cool, bro. The crossguard, beautiful crossguard, dude.
I think it's cool. It's just not one of my personal favorites. It's like, I don't know.
Of course, Mace's is sick. Who doesn't love the amethyst blade? Beautiful saber. Yoda's is sick. Darth Maul's, I mean, is just iconic at this point. I don't really think we could. Yeah, Temple Guard is a cool one too, bro. Dude, I like Temple Guard, bro. Is it Theory Sabers that made a cool Temple Guard one? I think Theory Sabers. I mean, Disney made one too, but the Disney ones, I have 3 Disney Sabers. Okay, they're not the top of the line, clearly, but Temple Guard's cool. It's kind of hard, man. I don't even. Some people might have thoughts about what I'm about to say. Dude, Rey's yellow saber's pretty cool. I like that saber, bro. Loved it.
I think
bro.
it's
part
cool
of her staff
that she made it out of her staff. I think that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the few things about Rey that I think is redeemable. She's got a cool lightsaber.
Yeah. I will say, personally, I really like Balin and Shin's sabers. They were cool.
Oh, like the orange?
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Orangish red? Yeah. Ahsoka's too. I can't hate on Ahsoka's. Incredible sabers.
I really like Kanan's.
Oh, Ezra's Glock saber. Yeah, that's
that one's probably the most unique, bro. That thing's literally a gun and a lightsaber.
Yeah. Insane, bro. Super cool saber. Dude, I could make a 30-minute lore video about sabers, bro. Insane, dude. There's so much lightsaber lore now. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, bro, we really went into that one. We kind of deviated a little bit, but I think we hit all of the Oh, chat, really quick before I should I do a full reaction to the Zero Company official announcement trailer? Cuz I never did. It came out in April, but I don't even really know much about it, so I probably should do a reaction, to be honest.
I'll tell you what you should do a video on.
Huh.
That map.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. That Star Wars map is crazy, dude.
That's absurd.
Here's the thing with that. Do you know the kind of time I'd have to put into that video?
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Then do it.
I'd probably have to put 5 or 6 hours into that video, dude.
You can put that in what's your goals in the Discord chat.
At a minimum, 5 or 6 hours.
Yep. Put that in the Discord quote, in the motivation section on Wednesday.
To make that vid.
Yep.
I have a lot of vids I need to make, bro. It's my list of videos is pretty steep, which is a good problem to have. You want to have a lot of ideas. That's a good thing.
Yes. Honestly, I think with a little bit of deviating that we did, it kind of brought us back to where our time should be. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Honestly. Got anything else to say?
I think for the most part I hit everything. If I didn't, I'm probably gonna make a video about the Battlefront stuff this week. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's more than likely coming.
Okay.
Oh, also he said Leia. Yeah, Leia's saber was pretty cool, dude. I like Leia too. Yeah, I don't know if you remember this, but when we were sitting in a theater watching episode 9, they did that flashback scene, and Leia, you saw her lift the lightsaber, and I looked at Evan, I was like, please be purple, please be purple. I was wanting to be purple so bad, chat. But we got blue. I was okay with it. It works. We'll get purple when we get Mara Jade.
Scarlett Johansson.
That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Yeah, man, I'm ready to move when you are.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
On that one, that was sick.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a bittersweet segment.
Yeah.
We've been working on this one for the last several episodes, but we have some good news and some bad news. The bad news: this is the end of our character draft for DC Rivals, the game that Trey and I are developing for whatever company wants to pick it up. But we are going to be adding something on at the end, so stay tuned for that. So, this is our DC Rivals draft. For those of you who do not know what we are doing, Trey and I have been picking characters every week. We each get 3 characters, and we've been picking characters every week, drafting them to a roster for if DC Rivals ever became a game. Because we have Marvel Rivals. DC Rivals is something that'd be awesome if they ever did. So Trey and I are doing them a favor by designing it and just going to give it to them when it's done. We want a, what was it, 25%?
Yeah. Dude, give me 5.
Sure. We'll take anything. But, so, what we were doing, there's a 33-man roster on Marvel Rivals when it originally came out, so we're doing 33 people. So, tonight, we are going to be doing the last 3 picks. That means one of us is going to pick 2 characters, the other one is going to pick 1. But, when we get done picking the last 3 characters, we each are going to have a little bit more, because we are going to start deciding maps. There's going to be 3 maps tonight, so whoever picks 2 characters, the other person gets to pick 2 maps.
Can I get the 2 characters 1 map?
That's cool.
You have a much better chance of having 2 maps. Yeah.
I was actually hoping I'd get the maps because I kind of want to break them down a little bit.
Fair enough. That's fine.
So that's
Here's
cool.
the thing. I have 1 map in my mind, and the scary thing is you probably have the same one.
I have a feeling. I have 2 maps specifically. If you take one of them, I'll pivot, do something different.
I think I'm likely gonna take it.
Probably.
I'm gonna need you to run through the characters.
That's what I'm about to do.
Because chat, we've gone.
We have 30. We have 30 of them, and there's gonna be 33. So, what we're gonna be doing is going through the list now, and it starts off with Robin, which is Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson's Robin. We have Batman, Superman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Darkseid, Deathstroke, Bane, Reverse Flash, Lex Luthor, Mr. Freeze, Green Arrow, Raven, Scarecrow, Firefly, Victor Zsasz, Zatanna, Cyborg, the Mad Hatter, Poison Ivy, Martian Manhunter, Starfire, the Red Hood, who was Jason Todd, Blue Beetle, Clayface, Beast Boy, Two-Face, Peacemaker, and Gorilla Grodd. So Trey's starting off with the picks tonight.
I'm going to go with a character that I don't know a ton about. However, the guy that plays the character is my favorite Fortnite player ever. So I'm going to go with Shazam.
Zachary Levi?
I thought of the wrong guy. I was thinking of The Rock.
Who are you thinking of?
I was thinking of The Rock, bro. I got him mixed up, bro. That's Black Adam. My bad.
So are you putting Shazam or Black Adam in the
Give
game?
me Black Adam.
Man, dude.
Yeah, I thought of the wrong guy. That's my bad.
You just did that to Shazam, bro.
My bad, bro.
Poor Zachary Levi. Dude, that's Flynn Rider.
Yeah, that's my bad.
All right.
Black Adam, my bad.
I'm going to make a pick. And you know what? Trey and I have specifically been avoiding some characters. And we've talked about it every single week. We've been avoiding them. There's more than one. But I don't think it would be right if we did not put this character in this game. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I give you the Joker.
Yep. Which brings me to my next pick. And I say Harley Quinn.
I thought that was coming.
Yep. If we're going to throw them, they have to be in the game, bro.
It just doesn't feel right if they're not.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
I don't know. Dude, should we do a whole, segment series on archetypes for these characters?
Oh, absolutely. I think we should.
Here's the problem. I don't think we could do... we could not be able to fit that in 10 minutes.
No. Basically, we'd have to kind of break it down throughout the week, and then we could talk about it maybe for 20.
Bro, we could probably each of us pick a character and do it each week. Bro, that's going to we're going to be on episode 25 before we get done. Maybe we should.
That'd be cool. I think it'd be sick.
Yeah,
I've enjoyed the DT Rival segment.
Oh, dude. I've really enjoyed it because I kind of think like I truly think it's something that we both want, and I think it's something a lot of the fans would want. And of course, chat, you know, I know Evan is planning on making a ton of clips out of all of these that we've been making. So if you guys have any thoughts or any characters you think should be in there that we left out, definitely let us know.
I think something too, because we've even talked about designing seasons. Like, we could totally add 2 new characters every time we make a new season.
Yeah. Dude, designing seasons is a whole different beast too.
So, I think this is correct. When the game first came out for Marvel Rivals, I think it had 3 locations. It had Asgard or Yggdrasil. It had Tokyo 2099, and it had I think Clentar. I think those were the 3. Or maybe it was Hydra. There was 3. So we're going to have 3 different maps for this game as well, for at least for this opening season. But what we're going to do is each map typically has 3 different parts to it in case you're playing like a domination style game. So we're going to break them down into 3 different parts.
I didn't think that through.
We can always add on. But the first location that I am going to start with, give me Arkham Asylum.
Chat. It's a banger of a pick. Banger of a pick, dude.
Imagine playing a game at Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
And the 3 locations that I have for this specific map, number 1, give me Dr. Crane's laboratory. So that's the Scarecrow's laboratory. Scarecrow's laboratory. Give me Killer Croc's lair. And for the final one, this is kind of where it's iffy. I feel like Arkham Asylum would definitely have something like this. And if not, we're going to make it up. Give me the Joker's Funhouse.
Interesting. No, you're good, Tay.
Now, you do not have to break them down like that if you do not want to.
I'm not
going to say a location.
You know, I think you and I, after I give you my... So you took the big one that I was thinking of, okay? But I still have another one. After I give it, I think we could figure out a few different places for the map.
Okay.
It's very, very easy to go with my next one. However, there are so many different variations that we could go with now because of the history of the character. But I think it's big enough. Dude, you got to go Wayne Manor.
Oh,
you got to go Wayne Manor.
I thought you were about to go with... I thought you were going to say something a lot broader and go Gotham City.
No, Wayne Manor, bro. Because
Wayne Manor.
you could have... Dude, you could almost have an outside map of Wayne Manor. Then an inside. And then you could have the Batcave. Could you imagine a crazy game inside the Batcave? That could be sick, dude.
So we got the Manor grounds.
Yeah.
We got... I'm just going to put inside for now because I can't think of anything crazy. Inside, Manor, and then we got the Batcave. Now, obviously we're both big on Batman, but This last one, I will not go with something that is Batman. Give me Metropolis.
Yeah. It's a good pick.
So we got Metropolis. So with that being said, the first area we have to have for this is the Daily Planet.
Yeah.
Daily Planet. The second is give me Luthor Corp.
Mm.
And then third, give me the Hall of Justice.
Oh, dude, you have to. You have to.
So we got our 3 maps. So a little bit of a rundown before we move on to the next segment. These are the final characters for the DC Rivals draft. Dick Grayson's Robin, Batman, Superman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Darkseid, Deathstroke, Bane, Reverse Flash, Lex Luthor, Mr. Freeze, Green Arrow, Raven, Scarecrow, Firefly, Victor Zsasz, Zatanna, Cyborg, the Mad Hatter, Poison Ivy, Martian Manhunter, Starfire, the Red Hood, which is Jason Todd, Blue Beetle, Clayface, Beast Boy, Two-Face, Peacemaker, Gorilla Grodd, Black Adam, the Joker, and our maps are Arkham Asylum, Wayne Manor, and Metropolis.
Dude, that is a sick start. Now we got a theme season 1.
It could be sick.
I'm going to be honest, bro. This is... I know we still have another segment before. Dude, coming up with my whole part for the final segment is way more difficult than I thought.
Mine, I feel like is going to be subject to change, but it's kind of just like what I was feeling today.
Mm-hmm.
It was difficult, though.
It's very difficult, dude. But yeah, I'm ready for that mystery segment. If you got it.
All right, Trey is ready for this mystery segment. This is kind of a hint. I had to get out a sticky note and a pen because something's about to happen. So, Trey, what you are going to be doing, you are building a character for $15.
Ooh.
And yes, it is Star Wars themed.
So I'm building okay.
You have
chat. This is
$15.
I have $15. All right.
You have $15. There are 5 categories.
5 categories, 15. Ooh, man. Ooh, okay.
So your first category that you have to get something from is your force alignment or powers.
Okay.
So for $5, you could be a master of the force, like Yoda or Palpatine level powers. For $4, Jedi Knight or Sith Lord, so Obi-Wan or Dooku. $3, force sensitive, like Cal Kestis or Ezra. $2, force adept, basic push, pull, or precognition. Or number 1, no force powers, but strong willpower, like Han Solo.
Chat. Evan went in the lab, bro. Evan was in the lab, dog. That is crazy. That is crazy. So do I have to make these picks before I see the next section?
Absolutely.
What was 3?
Force sensitive, like Cal Kestis or Ezra.
It's hard to not go with 4.
4? Jedi Knight or Sith Lord?
Dude, this is rough.
Or are you going to be a master?
The
like
thing
Yoda
is, I could absolutely go straight 3s and then kind of leaves me wiggle room for something at the end because I feel like something at the end is going to be sick. But the force powers are so important to a character. How about for $6 I go with Starkiller?
I will say this too. If you don't, say you don't use all $15 by the time we get to the last segment, I will allow you to use the rest of your money and possibly buy 2 different trades.
Interesting. Okay. Or can I go back and change one?
No changing.
Oh.
We're going to lock in your character, and then basically you could go back and say what you want.
Give me 3.
So he's going $3, force sensitive.
Chat, this is kind of really cool. This is really exciting. Like, this is sick, dude. I'm literally building a character.
All right.
Which reminds me. Never mind.
Category number 2. We're picking your starship.
Ooh.
$5, you get the Millennium Falcon. $4, you get Slave. $3, you get an X-Wing. $2, you get a TIE Fighter. $1, you get a Land Speeder.
X-Wing.
X-Wing.
Gotta go
okay.
X-Wing, bro.
So right now you've used 6 of your 15.
Yeah, we're on track to go straight 3s, chat.
Okay. Category number 3. You are going to be picking your special trait or skill. So, $5. You get Mandalorian Beskar armor. $4. You have bounty hunter expertise like Boba or Jango Fett. $3. You are an ace pilot like Anakin or Poe Dameron. $2. You are a droid tech genius like Anakin, Rey. Or $1. You have smuggler's luck like Han Solo.
Bro, chat, this is gonna seem so basic. Give me 3.
Ace pilot.
Bro.
See, my thing is, you're gonna wish you weren't spending so much money so soon.
You think?
Yep. Because now we're gonna pick your weapon. You got $6 left. So, for $5, you will have a dual-bladed lightsaber like Darth Maul. $4, you have a crossguard lightsaber like Kylo Ren. $3, you have a single lightsaber like a classic Jedi. $2, you have a blaster pistol. $1, you have a vibroblade or a melee.
What do I have left?
$6.
Give me a single blade.
Straight 3s. You have $3 left to spend. I'm going to say this now. You're going to wish you had money left over.
It's unfortunate.
Because the last category that we have is your companion/ally.
Chat. He set me up for failure.
How would you like me to read these? Would you like me to read them from 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
Just go 5 to 1.
Okay, so this is what you cannot afford.
I love how he starts it out. You're broke. You're broke, dude.
So, for $5, you could have had Darth Vader.
Oh my goodness. Darth Vader is my companion?
For $4, you could have had Ahsoka Tano.
Oh my goodness.
So this is where you're now able to afford things. $3, you get Chewbacca. $2, you get R2-D2. Or $1, you get a Jawa. Now you have $3 left over. So you could either get Chewbacca, you can get R2D2 and a Jawa, or you could buy 3 Jawas.
Wait, I thought you said I could go back.
No. You're gonna lock in. You can't change until after. We're gonna lock in your character, and then you can say what you would have.
No, I thought you were saying like if I had left over, I can go back and pick something from the other 1s or 2s.
Oh no, you need one from each category.
Right. After I pick it, if I still have extra.
Yes. That's
so fine. I don't have to take 3 Jawas.
True, you don't have to take 3 Jawas.
Okay. Give me Utini.
You're taking a Jawa?
Yeah, give me a Jawa. Which means I have $2.
You got $2. So, give me a category you would like to go back to. Force alignment? You don't really need force alignment unless you want it. That's just okay. So you can do a weapon, a starship, or a special trait skill.
Read me the 2s and 1s for weapon and trades skills.
Okay, so weapon, you could now get a blaster pistol or a vibro blade.
You're fine. Oh, no. Go ahead. Say again, sorry.
So you can get a blaster pistol or a vibro blade. And then traits, you could either get droid tech genius for $2 or you could get smuggler's luck.
Give me the blaster.
So, you got a blaster. I'll go over all your picks.
All right, chat. Let's hear this character.
So, Trey. Obviously, Trey is a Jedi. Or maybe not a Jedi, but he is very close to being a Jedi. Maybe he's after Order 66. So, Trey is force sensitive, like Cal Kestis or Ezra Bridger. He has an X-Wing. He is an ace pilot. He has a single-blade lightsaber. His companion is a Jawa, and he also has a blaster. Trey just made Episode 4, Episode 5 Luke Skywalker.
Pretty much, yeah. That's kind of the thought I had, except I didn't have R2D2. It kind of sucks, but...
You could have picked R2.
Giving me... I was thinking about that. When I was thinking about the extra money... I was thinking having a blaster as well is kind of clutch.
That's pretty solid.
I think that's pretty solid. I don't know what I would change. I actually think I really like my picks.
Not even companion?
No, having Ahsoka as my companion might be not bad, but I don't know, man. I don't know that I would. Obviously, I mean, if you could go straight 5s, that's probably the move.
Like, imagine that character. $25, you could have been a Master of the Force, have a dual-blade lightsaber, fly the Millennium Falcon, your Darth Vader would be your ally, and you would have Mandalorian Beskar armor.
Yeah.
First of all, having Darth Vader alone as a companion, you're not losing.
No.
Having Mandalorian armor, a dual-blade saber, the Millennium Falcon, and you're a Master of the Force.
Yeah. Dude, that'd be sick.
But that was that segment.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool segment. I am 100% going to clip that, chat, and that's going to be its own video because that was fire. First of all, thumbs up and give some claps in the chat and in the comments for Evan because that was sick. Sub to Evan's channel for sure, 100%. Also, give us a thumbs up because that was dope. That was freaking sick, bro. I enjoyed that a lot. I don't know what I would do for thumbnail. I'm going to be honest. But, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Whatever you do not make a thumbnail that has Ahsoka's Tano and $15 next to it. Do not do that.
Chat. For the next segment, I was sitting there the other day, and Evan and I were talking about how this is episode 10. And out of the blue, I had a thought. I was like, I got something cool we could do for episode 10. So in honor of the 10th episode of the Nerd Bros podcast, we are going to be giving our top 10 characters. So for me, I'm going to be giving my top 10 Star Wars characters. Now, these are personal favorites for me. It's kind of a mix, but it's also like, I'm not saying these are the strongest or these are the best. These are my favorite characters. For Evan, he's going to be giving his top 10 for DC as well as Marvel. So Evan's got two lists. He's going to go first and then go last. Just kind of split them up. But the floor is yours, my friend. And also, chat, if you've been here since episode 1 of the pod, we love you. We appreciate you. So many more to go. We're going to 10x this and go way past that. But the next big goal is... Actually, I think the next big goal is 20, right?
Yep, 20. 90% of people who start out to make a podcast, 90% of them quit before episode 20.
Man. But you know what's crazy? I don't have any feelings of quitting. Like, I feel like we're just getting started, bro. I'm loving it, dude. That last segment got me fired up. That was sick. I got to come up with something dope for next week because that was freaking fire, dude.
Yeah. Well, starting off with the DC top 10.
Ooh, DC first.
DC's going first. I think Marvel has to go last. That's my baby.
Yeah.
But I do have some honorable mentions.
Chat, we're about to get 10 straight Batman characters.
The majority of them are Batman characters. I'm not going to lie. For those of you who know me, Batman and his world are like the biggest part of DC that I enjoy. I do like some characters outside of it. I'm just not as well knowledged in that area. So what we're going to be doing is honorable mentions first. Now, this first honorable mention might get a laugh, but let me just tell you, this is based off of comics, it's based off of live action and animated and games. So it's collectively.
Ooh.
So, my first honorable mention is Alfred Pennyworth.
Just as a whole? Like just
Alfred's
character?
awesome. Alfred is awesome. I don't care what anybody says. And especially him in Gotham. He's sick.
Yeah.
So Alfred's an honorable mention. We got the Red Hood, which is Jason Todd, as an honorable mention. We have Bane as an honorable mention.
You lagged really bad there.
And we have Scarecrow as an honorable mention. Okay. Let's restart the honorable mentions. So, honorable mentions. We have Alfred Pennyworth. We have the Red Hood, Jason Todd. We have Bane, and we have Scarecrow.
Nice. We got that.
So, yes, those are all Batman characters. All right. Coming in at number 10, we have my boy Deathstroke. Dude, Deathstroke is sick. We see him a lot in the Teen Titans show. Yep. We see him in the Batman Arkham games. I know he was a little bit in the Justice League stuff. I didn't watch that, but I know he's there. But, yeah, Deathstroke is awesome. I'm excited for the Deathstroke and Bane movie coming out pretty soon. Well, soon. So Deathstroke's number 10 for me. Number 9. This is where I have the Flash, specifically Barry Allen's Flash. Aside from Ezra Miller playing the character, I do enjoy the Flash. I think he's a good character. He's awesome. I'm looking forward to watching the Flash show. And I think that just the Flash is an iconic character, and he deserves to be in my top 10. Number 8. This one's kind of sentimental for me. Obviously, like we mentioned, I have a lot of Batman characters in this. But one of the characters that I have found so fascinating growing up, who I always find myself just like, I love this character. Number 8 is Mr. Freeze. I love Mr. Freeze. And I just think his whole motivation for being a villain is awesome. Obviously, he's trying to save the life of his wife. And that pushes him to go to extreme measures to try to save her. and he had his accident where he has to be in a cryo suit. But Mr. Freeze is sick. If you have any comments, either let me know.
I'm loving it. Oh, I was going to say, chat, a spoiler warning. At number 1, he's going to have the Lego movie, Lego Batman.
I can't do this segment now. All right.
Stole his thunder, chat.
Number 7. We got my boy Two-Face. Harvey Dent is a phenomenal character. I would have shown you my Harvey Dent Funko Pop, but I'd have to go get the one it's one of the only ones I have in the box. For those of you who know, you know. Thank you, Trey. But Two-Face is sick. Two-Face is sick, and I think he has a great story. He's always a fun character to read about or watch, and I think he deserves to be on the list as well.
I know some people that are two-faced.
Number 6. We are coming at you with my boy Green Arrow.
Really?
I've always had a fascination for Oliver Queen. I think Oliver Queen's just a really cool character. I remember being a kid, and I have the DC Encyclopedia, and I'd always go through and just read about certain characters, and I was always fascinated by Oliver Queen's story. And I want to watch Arrow as well. But he's just always been a higher up character for me. So, yep. And now we're getting into the top 5. These are my top 5 DC characters. At number 5, we have a man that Trey's going to be having something similar in common with him in about 5 years. We have Lex Luthor.
I like it. I'm going to be evil. Wait, I get it. My brain chat was thinking I was going to be rich. Evan's thinking bald. That is what just happened.
I was going with bald.
That is absolutely what just happened, chat.
So, that's funny. Yeah. I was wondering why you were smiling. So Lex Luthor is number 5. Iconic. I honestly think he's probably the second best villain in all of DC. But he has to be there. He's iconic. I've enjoyed watching him from the time I watched Smallville when I was young, seeing him in animated things, in the Lego games. I enjoyed Nicholas' performance as Superman, so Lex Luthor is definitely there. This might seem a little bit low to some people, but at number 4, I have Superman. Superman is not in the top 3 for me. Definitely in the top 5. I think the main reason being is the 3 characters that are in my top 3, they just have more of a sentimental value to me. Superman, I think, is awesome. Obviously, he's the face of DC alongside Batman, but Superman is just... I was never as big as a Superman fan as I was of a Batman fan and characters in that universe. So that's why Superman is 4, but he's phenomenal. And Superman's 4. So, coming in at number 3... this is where we have my boy, Robin. I have Robin higher than Superman. Specifically, Dick Grayson's Robin. The Flying Graysons and all that story, I've always been a fan of Robin, especially because he's also in one of the Teen Titans. And I just think Dick Grayson is a phenomenal character. I grew up really enjoying Batman and Robin together, and he's always been my favorite version. Jason Todd's great. I even mentioned Tim Drake is probably my least favorite, and I've never really gotten too much into Damian Wayne, the son of Bruce. But yeah, Dick Grayson's Robin, hands down number 3. I'm not gonna lie, coming into the top 2, number 2. It was really hard not to put number 2 at number, because for those of you who don't know, these 2 characters right here, it's a little back there, but these 2 characters I love with a passion. And I have so many Funko Pops, specifically of this one. I have more Funko Pops of him for DC than I do of Batman. But number 2 for me is the Joker. I love the Joker. Heath Ledger stamped that for me when I was 7 years old. And he's a phenomenal character. From reading about him in the comics, like The Killing Joke, or you watch animated films, or you see him in Batman the Animated Series. You play against him in the Arkham games with Mark Hamill's voice. Joker is iconic. I think he's easily a top 3 villain of all time for anything. So the Joker is phenomenal. But number 1, if you thought I was going with anything other than Batman, you were almost right because that was close, but Batman's my guy. Batman's just been a big part of my life.
So Batman, Joker, you said Robin.
That's my top 3.
I respect it.
That's my top 3.
To be honest, that's probably my top 3.
In that order? Or are
Yeah.
you putting Robin at 2?
It's hard to put Robin over Joker, bro.
It's tough.
As much as I love Robin,
But like Batman just, I don't know, like reading his stories, or just the Batman Arkham games are my favorite video games of all time. I absolutely love them, and they're over everything in my opinion. And I grew up playing them. He has a very special place in my heart. So Batman, hands down, my number 1.
yeah. I like the list, bro. I like the list. I don't think there's any. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, bro. You hit all the big characters. You hit your favorite characters, which I think is obviously the most important part of this. How many honorables did you have?
I have 4. I did 4 for each, actually.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I also have 4. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have my top 10 Star Wars characters. And this is at the moment. Something like this changes a lot. A new project comes out, a character moves up or down on your list. It just happens, right? Now, I'm going to state this is Legends, canon, everything. So starting off with my honorable mentions, I have one of my favorite, okay, I can't even say one of my favorite Jedi because most of the list is Jedi, but one of my favorite characters, Qui-Gon Jinn, is in my honorable mentions. Love the character, man. Absolute perfect embodiment of a gray Jedi. Incredible. Evan might be surprised at this one, that she did not make my top 10. Just outside, I have Asajj Ventress.
Ooh.
I have Asajj Ventress.
That's tough.
Yeah. I put it at 14, this one at 14, but it doesn't really make it still honorable mention. Emperor Palpatine. That could be a shocker to a lot of people that he's not in my top 10. And then the other one, as of right now, is a Legends character, but I have Dirge. Dirge was a sick bounty hunter. I've made a couple of shorts about Dirge, so if you haven't seen those, watch those. They're pretty cool. And I have a comic, a series breaking down some comics coming out, and Dirge is involved in those, so stay tuned for those as well. Cracking off my top 10, Evan, you got any guesses at my 10?
Boba Fett.
You're going to be disappointed.
He's not on this list, is he? Is it Cad Bane?
No, it's not.
Woo.
It's a Legends okay. It's a Legends character who is now canon.
Oh.
I have Darth Revan at number 10, chat. One of my favorite characters in Star Wars history. Incredible character. At number 9, I have one of the greatest story arcs of any character ever. It's a tragic story arc, but I have Darth Tyrannus, aka Count Dooku, at number 9. I do want to throw something out because I just had the thought. It's very obvious. One of these characters I put on here twice. I just wanted to. That's part of the reason I went with 14. I just had to throw that out there. Number 8 is where I have Cad Bane.
Oh.
Yeah. 8 is where I have Cad Bane, chat. Number 7, I have another Legends character. One that we hope will be canon soon. I have none other than Starkiller.
That's fire.
Yeah. I feel like you have to, man. He's such a great character, dude.
Phenomenal character.
Such a great character. At number 6, I have one of the greatest, most iconic characters in all of Star Wars history, which is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Too low?
6?
Too low for you, huh?
Oh, that hurts my feelings.
It might, but I think when I name my top 5, you're going to understand why I have him 6.
I think I have your top 5, but yeah.
Do you?
I think I do.
All right. As I name them off, I want you to let me know if you had them in there.
Okay.
Number 5.
Here, hold on. Let me write them down so that way people know I'm not cheating.
That's fair. Perfectly fair. Chat, how we feeling so far, man? 21 views on the stream's pretty solid, chat. We appreciate it, man. I'll tell you what, I didn't think this stream or this pod was going to go 2 hours. We're about there, chat.
I just had it, and now I'm blanking on them. I definitely got 3 of them. Hold on. Oh, that's why. Hold on.
I think he can get them, chat, but I want to know if he can get them in order.
Order is going to be tough. Honestly, before I do this, I'm going to draw an arrow. I'm going to flip these 2. So, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, my 5th spot in my top 10 Star Wars characters, I have Darth Maul. Yeah?
I've already lost.
Oh, really?
I didn't have Maul. I wasn't thinking about Maul.
You didn't have Maul. That's, ooh. Who you have then?
Maul.
That's interesting. Okay. Number 4, I have Anakin Skywalker. Have to put Anakin on there, bro. And now, again, chat, some people will probably say you can't have them both on there. I did, okay? Number 3, I have one of the greatest, you could almost say, well, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. I'm not even going to say it, chat, because some people are going to be bad about it, all right? All right, you know what? I am going to say it. Sequels. This character, okay?
Yeah.
One of the greatest embodiments of just being a light side figure. I have Luke Skywalker. However, I will say, with what I just said about pre-sequels, his redemption in the end of 8 was still incredible. I'm just going to say that. Even if you didn't like the whole movie and you didn't like what he did at the beginning, his redemption was there. Number 2, ladies and gentlemen, I have Ahsoka Tano. Yeah. I could not at all leave her off the list. I was considering, she was in my top 3. These top 3 were completely non-negotiable for me of characters that were in here. And at number 1, ladies and gentlemen, of course, I have the greatest character in all of cinema history, Darth Vader. Yeah. So who did I leave off?
So let me just say, your top 4, I had the exact order. I had, oh shoot, come on, Vader, Ahsoka, Luke, Anakin, and I put Palpatine.
Goober. Palpatine was in my honorable mention.
I forgot.
That's fair. I
forgot. So, yeah. But I had your top 4.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Yeah, I had to have them all on there. Here's the thing. There's a lot of characters, dude, that there's probably characters that I forgot, you know?
I am very shocked, like extremely shocked, that you didn't have a single sequel character.
I did. I had Luke Skywalker.
Original sequel character.
Rose Tico was close.
I told Trey yesterday if he put Rose Tico in his top 10, I would be quitting the podcast.
We weren't even going to make it through episode 10, chat.
No, we would have been part of the 90%.
Leaving off Kylo was a little bit difficult. I will be honest.
Him or Rey, I thought you were going to put on there.
Bro, I was so I totally forgot to put Rey in my honorable mentions because I was going to say Rey, and then on the playback, it was going to be like the old like LSK like glitchy screen thing, and then go, I missed my opportunity. Dag nabbit, chat.
What you could do, say it right now. We'll act like you said it before and then clip it and put it at the end. Everybody watches. That video blows up. Everybody comes back and watches this and like, he's faking videos. I'm doomed from the start. All right, buddy. So who's your honorable mentions?
Look, chat. I'm going to start it off with Sebulba. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's good stuff.
My goodness.
That's good stuff. Yeah, I like my list. I'm fine with sticking to it.
I really liked your top 10.
Preach. Yeah. Dude, there's nothing wrong. I mean, here's the thing. Star Wars is so big now, especially if you're including the EU and Legends, that a top 10 list is going to be good no matter who makes it, for the most part.
It was solid.
Dude, I did forget a character. Osha and May's mom. Chat, that was worth the price of admission just for Evan's expression right there. Turns straight lead. Just could you imagine, chat? He just dips.
I will open the camera back up when you apologize.
I apologize.
For?
The terrible writing in The Acolyte.
And?
For hurting your feelings. Wait, how'd you actually cover that up?
It's got a lens on it for the face cam.
It's got a lens on it?
Yeah, it flips down.
Chat, he's got a fancy... Dude, that's fancy.
Bro, I thought that we bought the same webcam.
No, we don't got the same webcam. Bro, mine, if I want to do that, I got to put my thumb on it.
I'm going to refrain from the comment I was about to just say.
That's crazy. Yeah, Chad, that was my list. I honestly thought it was pretty solid. Again, that was my top 10 for the 10th episode. That was pretty sick, dude. Evan's got one last list, chat.
We're actually going to be going over 2 hours, which is kind of crazy because we didn't think we'd be getting over. Oh,
no, we thought hour and a half tops, really.
So, this is my Marvel top 10 characters. And let me just say, this was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. Marvel is my baby. I love a lot of characters. But we'll start off with the honorable mentions. These characters could have easily been in my top 10, but I think the ones that are currently there, this is subject to change, but these are the ones that are currently, they have to be there for me. So, honorable mention number 1, I got my boy, Gambit. That was so shocking that Trey's light turned off. But we got my boy Gambit. I love Gambit.
Wait. Did you say you had honorables or no?
Yeah, these are honorables.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So honorable number 1 was Gambit. My honorable mention number 2 is my boy Nightcrawler. We have Kingpin as an honorable mention. And we have Magneto.
I just thought of something. You missed a prime clip opportunity. Prime. When I said I forgot May and Osha's mom, you should have said which one.
Oh my goodness.
It's like America Chavez.
Yeah. She's not on the top 10. So, going to the top 10. Starting off at number 10. We got my boy, Iron Fist. Chikotaro!
Yeah, I like it.
That's right.
Is he in anything?
He has his own show.
What?
Yeah, it was one of the Netflix shows.
Oh, is it good?
People don't view it as very good. The writing definitely could have been better. I like the show. The character itself in the comics is phenomenal, specifically Danny Rand's version. I love Iron. He's awesome. So he's at my number 10. Starting at, honestly, number 9 down was really, really hard to rank. Because number 9, I got the man, Doc Ock.
Ooh, nice.
Number 9.
I like it.
One of the most iconic Star Wars Spider-Man villains.
Yeah,
Doc Ock he's great. Honestly, he's probably tied with the Green Goblin for top Spider-Man villains, but he's phenomenal, and I think he had to be in this top 10. Don't fear, we had 3 mutants in the honorable mentions, but number 8 we have another mutant, and this is where I put my boy Wolverine.
What about Daphne Keene?
Daphne Keene is not a real mutant, Trey. Oh man! Unless she's got some crazy mole that nobody knows about, just mutating. So Wolverine is 8. Definitely my favorite member of the X-Men. Those are probably my top 3. Wolverine, Gambit, Nightcrawler. That's probably my top 3.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so Wolverine's at 8. Number 7, this was probably going to be surprising to a lot of people, but I really like this character, and I've gotten more and more into this character over the last couple years. But my number 7 is Ghost Rider. I love Ghost Rider. I think he's awesome. There's several great iterations of him. We have Johnny Blaze. We have Danny Ketch. We have Robbie Reyes. I'm missing one. I think it's a female. I think her name is Andra or something like that. But the character's really cool. I like the whole concept of him. And I actually enjoyed the first movie. And I'm looking forward to seeing him show up later on in the Secret War. Number 6 is where we have Captain America.
6, really?
Honestly, I think the movies definitely helped with my love for him, but I've read some of his stories as well, and he's awesome. Like, the Civil comic is phenomenal. Chris Evans did a really good job at making this character very beloved. Cap's awesome. So Cap is 6. Now we're going into the top 5. My top 5 Marvel character starts off at number 5 with Iron Man.
Ooh, really?
He's number 5. This character before the MCU definitely would not have been in my top 10. But Robert Downey Jr. has just had that much of an impact. And this character is very, very special. He started the MCU. He's still carrying the MCU, and I think that Iron Man deserves to be in my top 5. Number 4, we have arguably the most iconic villain of all time. And we're about to get a really big glimpse of him soon, and that is Doctor Doom. I don't think you can have a top 10 Marvel characters list without putting Doom in it.
No.
My top 3 are special to me. Doom is just outside of that.
There's a big one not on here.
We'll see.
Wait a second. Hold on. There's a few things not on here. Because I know your top 3. They're...
Okay.
Dude, you missed a big villain, bro.
My top 3 characters. Coming in at number 3 is the Green Goblin.
Oh my goodness, you did forget. Because I know your top 2. You did forget 2 big ones, bro.
This was not an easy list. But the Green Goblin, you got to think, bro. I bought a mask of this character and a pumpkin bomb.
I'm with it,
I do.
Bro.
Spider-Man being my favorite character of all time, which is a spoiler alert. We already know. But he's the best villain of all time, in my opinion. I love reading about him. I love anything he's a part of. I think he's going to be the villain of Spider-Man 3's game. I love the man. He's awesome. Awesome. Number 2, now, listen. I view this more of 1A and 1B. But number 2, special place in my heart. It's the man without fear, and that is Daredevil. I watched the show like 3 times. I've been Daredevil for Halloween the past 2 years. I literally dressed up as Daredevil for a reaction video recently. Love the character. Got several of his comics. He's great. And Charlie Cox is a phenomenal person to me. We would love to have you on this podcast.
Oh, dude. That'd be sick.
But number 1, it's the man. And this is the man who shaped my childhood. It's the man who I wore a suit around the house. I even wore the suit to church one time and got in trouble. But it's Spider-Man. Hands down, Spider-Man. Spider-Man has gotten me through some tough times in life. Watching his movies, reading his comics, playing his games. It's been a big topic of conversation for Trey and I as we talk about our nerd stuff. And Spider-Man's phenomenal. So, yeah, he's always going to be my number 1. And if I have to say it, I'd pick Spider-Man over Batman as my favorite superhero any day.
That is the one place we differ.
1 and 2.
I also have the 1 and 2, but I would say give me Bruce Wayne. A couple of thoughts. First of all, phenomenal list. I don't hate
Thank you
at all. It was great. No Thanos.
Nope.
That was my first thought.
Yeah, no, honestly, other than the Infinity Saga, which was phenomenal, I've never really been that big into Thanos. I think he's one of the greatest villains. Obviously, what they did with him was great. They built him up phenomenal, and it worked. It's just thinking of the bigger picture. He's not. I don't think he's a top villain of all time when it comes to either Green Goblin, Doctor Doom, Doc Ock, or even Kingpin and Magneto.
Okay. Last thought. No Miles?
No Miles. I knew you were going to talk about that.
No Miles.
See, there was 2 characters who I thought that you were going to call. Like, why is he not on your list? Because how much I do like them. Miles and Thor. I thought you were going to say something about Thor.
Thor's a good thought too. No Reed.
But see, the Fantastic Four. I'm not even going to lie. My favorite member. Do you know who my favorite member of the Fantastic Four is?
Is it the one on your desk?
It is not the Thing.
It's not? Johnny?
My favorite member is the Human Torch. Always.
Mine's
like, dude, I was trying
no reason whatsoever.
I'm going to start putting you in the category of the developers and Eddies.
Chat, do you get that right there?
If you do, comment down below.
Did you? Well, hold on. Speaking of that, because it's a perfect segue. Did you see Sue's new skin?
The one that has to do with summertime?
I think so.
Yes.
Bro, I get why you say what you say.
But yeah, dude, I love Miles. It's just, see, Miles has like always been your Spider-Man, like your favorite. You love Miles. You love Miles way more than I. I've always been Peter Parker's definitely my favorite one out of any adaptation.
It's hard to say that I'd pick Miles over Peter. But I just think what they've done with Miles has just been incredible. And I'm trying to watch what I say here.
Trying to get quoted?
No, it's more of, there was a lot of talks for a long time about people being mad that they were going to do an adaptation of Peter Parker and make him black. They gave us an original character, an original black character that is great.
Absolutely.
I love that. You know what I mean? I was trying to watch what I said there, but that's one of the things I love about the character. He's an original character, and he's incredible. Dude, I freaking love Miles.
See, I agree.
Top five
of Miles.
Probably top 5 superhero character for me. Miles Morales.
I can see that for your list.
Yeah.
But I agree with that take. You know, I don't have any problem with Spider-Man being black. At all. I think it's awesome. I think Miles is a phenomenal character. But I do agree with the point. It's just, you know, the fact that they made an original character instead of trying to change an already established one. I really enjoy. Now, that's not to say that some characters, especially if that's not really a big part of their story, it doesn't change their arc, I can see it being changed. They did that with Commissioner Gordon and the Batman, which is fine. Jeffrey Wright's a great actor.
Bro,
it's perfect.
I don't hate that.
I think,
yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong with that at all. But there's some characters you just don't change. You don't change Peter Parker. No. Peter Parker's been the same since the 60s. So changing that, but making it an original character, phenomenal choice. And Miles, I have several Miles Funko Pops. I do love Miles. But, yeah.
I don't think you change Bruce Wayne either.
No.
And honestly, I was not a fan of the 2015 Human Torch in Fantastic Four.
Michael B. Jordan, see...
As much as I love the actor.
I can understand their vision, though. This is a modern take on the Fantastic Four. And nowadays, there are a lot more mixed families, like interracial families. And the fact that they played it as... they're adopted siblings, too. They're not even, half siblings. I thought that what it did for the story, I didn't mind it. I thought Michael B. Jordan was probably the best parts of that film.
It definitely wasn't a thing.
No, and Doom was not very good. Doom was not good either.
Oh, no.
That movie's terrible.
Yeah. I enjoyed it, but it's the worst of the 4 by far. Yeah. Bro.
But
I think that was solid. That was the longest podcast we've done. Have we done 208?
No, we have not. This is the longest. I think our longest was like 201, 202.
Chat, I'm going to say something crazy. Evan's probably going to have a crazy look on his face when I say this. But we're going to do something really cool. I have to say if here. If Evan and I are full-time content creators by the time we get to episode 100.
24-hour stream.
My boy knows. He has half of my brain. Because that's exactly what I was going to say. That is exactly what I was going to say. 24-hour pod. Could you imagine?
Let me just tell you, if that's the case, I'm getting better equipment before then. Because I'm not screen recording a 24-hour thing. I don't even have the capacity for that on my laptop.
No more side pieces. Taya is crazy.
That's right. This man's got a problem.
Dude, you know how exhausting a 24-hour pod would be?
Dude, We're going to have to send you to the SPA.
What's that?
Side Piece Anonymous. Every episode's a new woman.
You know what would be cool? Is if, like, have you thought about, because obviously we've both discussed live streaming, like gaming live streaming, and doing it on YouTube. Have you thought about, like, a big milestone? Like, just for easy things, say 100K. When you're close, are you going to stream until you hit it? Like, say, like, based on numbers, you know you're going to hit it that day. Are you just going to stream that day?
Cool. I'd love to have the initial reaction.
I completely agree.
Oh, I got Taya crying.
Yeah, dude. I had that thought. I was like, a 24-hour screen recording for Evan. That's going to be as many gigs as his PlayStation, bro. Crazy.
Bro, a 2-hour one. I'm not even kidding, bro. It's like, if I was trying to, it's like 11 gigabytes total for the thing. But if I was going to put it in 4K through CapCut, it's literally 56 gigs.
Jeez.
Ridiculous.
That's wild, bro. That's crazy. Dude, chat. This was a pretty fun one. This was definitely a pretty fun one. I actually really enjoyed it.
I love you, Taya.
Yeah.
It got quoted.
Yeah. Wait, which part got quoted?
The SBA.
Taya, you're grounded, bro. Grounded.
That's sick.
Yeah, dude, that was a fun one. Oh, I did want to show you something, chat. You guys are getting a sneak peek. This is not all of them. It's just the ones I have on me at the moment. But I'm going to do a whole video showcasing my Star Wars gaming collection. Or my Star Wars games collection. And these are all I got like on me at the moment. Lego Star Wars 2. Lego Star Wars 3. Obviously, the GOAT. Another banger, Battlefront. And then we got Knights of the Old Republic. There is a lot of games.
Fire.
Dude, there's so many. And I have so many for the old Xbox because that's what I played as a kid. I got Force Unleashed games. Man, if you guys can't tell, I'm very passionate about Star Wars gaming, and that's part of the reason we did a 30-minute segment tonight, showing why it's in a bad spot. Dude, the early 2000s Star Wars gaming was just incredible.
Oh, yeah, bro. Dude. It hasn't been better since.
2 KOTOR games. We got the Old Republic game. We got the Episode 3 game. We got Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2. Dude, we got the Obi-Wan Kenobi game.
Some of the Lego games.
Dude, yeah, some of the Lego games. Man. Crazy, dude. Crazy, dude.
Honestly, bro, I'm serious. I'm shocked. This was supposed to be like one of our shorter episodes, and this is the longest pod.
It was supposed to be one of our. It was actually supposed to be our shortest. We were planning on about an hour and a half, and then we got really into a lot of these topics, and we just ran with it, bro. I'm fine with it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I feel like the beginning of the pod, my energy was a little bit down, but you're gonna have those moments.
Absolutely.
Evan knows why, but that's okay.
I think with that being said, that you got anything else to say?
Yeah. I'm very, very proud that we've made it through 10. We had this, again, I've said it before. When we've literally had this idea of doing a pod for a good 5 years, and then we finally just did it, and now we're at episode 10. I think that's crazy.
Like, just pod-wise, we've done over 20 hours.
Yeah. Not only that, our channels have been growing since we've been doing the pod too.
Oh, absolutely.
Pretty significantly. Yeah. So, yeah, man. I'm loving it. Loving everything about it. Eventually, do you know what would be one of the coolest things to strive for us, podcast-wise? Imagine we got to do a live podcast in front of an audience at either San Diego Comic-Con or Star Wars Celebration. Dude. If that's like that, I feel like that has to be one of our biggest goals.
Definitely could be one of them.
With the pod. Because that would be incredible, dude. Absolutely incredible. Have you thought any more about like having a third channel?
I've thought about it sometimes. We've talked about it a little bit.
I think the biggest benefit would be for clips.
Yeah.
It'd absolutely be the biggest benefit, yeah.
It would definitely it would definitely have to take some planning, but it's possible in the future.
Definitely possible.
I do think that we should discuss something big about episode 37.
37?
37.
What?
This is not anything that's solid right now, but if we could figure this out, this would be sick. It doesn't have to be the whole thing either, but it'd be cool if it was pre-recorded at some point and we threw in a clip of us being live at MegaCon.
Is that 37?
37 would technically be after the event, but we could film part of it while we're there.
You know, if we can get our channels a significant amount bigger, dude, we could probably convince them to let us have a haul.
It's possible. We could look up being exhibitors, or I was looking at that tonight on stream.
Oh, being like media personnel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be sick, dude. Dude, that'd be cool, bro. That's the problem with that week. We're going to be in Florida. So if we could do that, that would be awesome, dude. Yeah, that would be sick.
Honestly, bro, there is definitely a world where if we could just have if we had like an office or just any room, there's nothing stopping us from setting up our phone cameras.
Yeah.
And just talking.
Oh, 100%.
Having a pod. First, like, in-person pod together instead of being through Discord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, that's the thing, too, though. I like the Discord vibes. I love the Discord vibes for a pod.
I do, too.
I think it works. It works for our pod, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's is going to be different. And who knows, man? Maybe eventually we could get to the point where we have space to have a full studio. Like, I mean, that'd be sick. But at the moment, we don't.
Right.
So, plus the time to actually... I mean, we could do it. But this is a lot easier for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, chat. It was a fun one, man. I loved it. I loved everything about it. Episode 10 is crazy. I'm still mind blown. I'm pretty mind blown, bro.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
It was a long one.
Yeah.
It was a long one. All right, chat. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. If you're watching on the playback, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Evan's channel. It's down below in the description. We will see you guys in episode 11. And watch both of our channels for anything coming out this week, any other videos, shorts, etc. So, peace, y'all. we'll see y'all in the next one, man.